Spencer, you ran out of chances after that little stunt you pulled last night, and even I can't protect you now.
What happened was a simple misunderstanding. I tried to explain that to Lieutenant Taggart.
Right. Well, the innocent guy that you assaulted is a state senator, and he's pressing charges.
Well, he's been stalking a young woman that I know. He's threatening her.
Oh, right, the mystery woman.
I'll accept full responsibility.
Well, it's too late for that because you can't control your patient. He's a danger to the public. So you have been relieved of duties, and you, Spencer, are on your way to a mental facility, effective immediately.
Look, I can explain everything.
Hey, he's not your doctor anymore. You're going to have a team of new doctors that specialize in frontal lobotomies.
May I have a moment alone with my patient?
Go ahead. Kiss goodbye.
Summer showed up at the cabin. She picked the lock on the handcuffs.
The minute I stepped away, huh?
Well, yeah. And then we left the cabin. But it was freezing cold, and she turned her ankle, so we came back, but you'd already left. But she opened up to me, Doctor. She told me why she's been so frightened, why she disappears whenever anybody else comes around, who she's been running from.
You know, if I put this in a medical journal, nobody would believe it. They'd say I made it up.
Look, she told me that she has been the mistress of this powerful guy who beat her up. And he's been stalking her. He won't let her go.
This is the guy you beat up.
Well, I didn't really beat him up. But the point is that she didn't tell me he was a senator.
Would that have made a difference to you?
No, probably not. See, I screwed up. She begged me not to confront him, and I just didn't listen to her.
Didn't listen to her?
No. And she got frightened and she skipped. But she's real. You still think I made this up in my head? You're supposed to be smart enough to know the difference between fantasy and reality.
You have a convenient explanation for everything, Luke. Summer twisted her ankle. No doubt you had to pick her up and carry her, and that's why there was only one set of tracks in the snow at the cabin.
That's exactly what happened.
What happened is that you escaped by yourself. Summer was never there.
That's exactly what happened. That's why there was only one set of footprints leaving the cabin, because she had twisted her ankle. But there were two sets coming back to the cabin because she walked. Now, you can check that out.
Luke, it's been dumping snow in the mountains since midnight. I'm not going to find anything. Because Summer wasn't there. I know you believe every word you're saying, but she's not real. You're blending fact and fiction brilliantly, but she exists only in your head.
Time's up, Spencer. The boys are here to take you away. A long time.
She's real.
You can't do this. You're frustrated because you can't get Sonny, so you're taking it out on him.
One has nothing to do with the other, and don't be so sure about Sonny. This mental case, it's too late. The papers have been filed.
You're taking the personal vendetta too far.
He cooked his own goose here when he went off on that senator. I can't do anything about it. Nobody can.
Maybe I can. If Luke can admit that he's having delusions, that would show that he's making progress and he could be treated as an outpatient. All you have to do is admit that Summer isn't real.
No way. No way.
Luke, Mr. Baldwin can do everything he described to you.
She's real. I know that she's real.
Okay, then enjoy your medicine. Let's get him out of here.
You picked a hell of a time to start having principles.
This girl's in trouble, Baldwin. If anything happens to her, it's going to be on your head.
Yeah, okay, all right.
And that senator is using his political cover to terrorize her. He's been threatening her, he's been stalking her, he won't leave her alone, and it'll all be your fault. You'll never force me to say I'm seeing people who aren't there. I'll never give you that satisfaction.
Welcome to your new home.
I don't belong belong in this place. You know I don't. You set me up!
Oh, you did this to yourself. You drank yourself silly. You turned into a public nuisance. And I tried to help you, Spencer. But no, you know what's best. Just ask Laura. Go ahead. Get him out of that thing. Take a shot at me. Take a shot at me, because you'll be living in that, sucking Jell-O through a straw.
You did this to Laura. You put her in a place like this. This is her life now, thanks to you.
Oh,
you did this.
Keep telling yourself that, Spencer, and tell all your new friends. Because we both know the reason why Laura's where she is because of you. And that's what's making you crazy. You!
Get that out of my face.
Please stop
Nurse,
that. No.
nurse, can I talk to you for a minute?
Yes?
I'm not supposed to be here. This is a mistake. I was railroaded by the DA.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah, and I need to get out right away because I may have put a young woman in danger.
How?
Well, there's this guy, and he's been following her around and abusing her, and he won't let her go, and it turns out he's a state senator.
Well, the person I should talk to is Dr. Farrell. He's a psychiatrist here, and he's great.
Can you do that right away?
Don't worry. I'll go track him down.
Thank you.
Nurse, I need a moment with Mr. Spencer.
Of course, Doctor.
Oh, you're too late. I don't need you anymore. She's taking care of everything. She's going to talk to Dr. Farrell and get me out of here. She believes me.
Get away from me!
Come here.
Dr. Farrell, would you please help fix this uniform? I need my uniform! No, I need my uniform! I am a licensed professional!
You were saying?
I had no trouble pouring my heart out to a mental patient. Doesn't that tell you something? It tells me that she made more sense and listened to me better than anybody I've talked to in about 2 months.
And it doesn't bother you that the only person supporting your delusion is a mental patient herself?
Could you please just consider the fact that there might be a call girl named Summer, and that she might be in danger from this guy who was beating her up, and that's why she didn't show up, why she always disappeared when anybody came around? It also says why this guy pressed assault charges against me. I mean, I barely touched him. You get roughed up more than that on a bus. Is there anything else about me that rings schizophrenic to you?
You're not exactly textbook, no.
Well, can you just consider the fact that maybe she exists? Could you go out there and try and find her? Could you just play detective for 48 hours? You've got all the information. Just go find her, Doctor. Please.
All right. If Summer exists, I'll find her.
Just to be clear now, we're talking about you searching for Summer out in what passes for the real world, not in the cracks in my head or in some schizoid delusional dictionary.
Yeah, we're clear. At least one of us is. I'm still convinced I won't find her.
Well, then what's the point? I mean, if you're not even open to the possibility that she might exist, this whole thing is useless.
Luke, assuming what you're saying is true, what we're dealing with is an elusive blonde who goes by an alias, has no known last name, address, or telephone number.
Well, look, try the yellow pages. Cab companies. She took a taxi to the cabin. There must be a record of that fare.
All right. No guarantees, understood?
Yeah.
Go back inside.
Yeah. If the cab thing doesn't work, try the east gate of the park or Elm Street Pier. That's where she meets her. Don't be a stranger. Hey, does
Does anybody know what happens around here at Christmas? Carolers, maybe? Psychiatric staff parties? Is there anybody we can bribe to bring us some 80-proof Christmas cheer?
Well, that's an idea.
You know, maybe we can get the orderlies drunk and roll them for their keys.
That's a very good idea.
Dixie and Dixie.
Does anybody know where Santa leaves his gifts? Under Tannenbaum here?
Well, I'm going to be on duty at Christmas. That's when my patients need me most. Unfortunately, they've taken my uniform. My patients need a uniformed nurse.
There won't be any Christmas. I haven't received my starry crown.
I was supposed to officiate at the lighting of the Washington White House Christmas tree. Look around. Look. You see any lights? No. And me without a hat? Whatever will Franklin think?
Eleanor? Mrs. Roosevelt?
Have we been introduced?
Oh, what an honor. I'm Luke Spencer, ma'am.
Any relation to the Earl?
Earl? I had an Uncle Earl once, I think. It's such an honor to meet you. You are one of the greatest of all Americans. You're such an inspiration. Social reforms. Hey, the New Deal. That was your idea, wasn't it? I thought so. Yes, ma'am. Oh, wonderful. The work you did for the poor and the downtrodden people. This is the meaning of Christmas right here. Oh. You must be horrified at the travesty.
What?
Oh, yes.
Oh, I'll ask him. Dr. Farrell here wants to know what travesty you're talking about.
Well, look around, Dr. Farrell. I mean, is this democracy to you? This isn't democracy. This is a police state. Yeah. We're being oppressed here.
He's right.
The United Nations wouldn't approve.
That's right.
No.
That's right. I mean, what happened to the Bill of Rights? What happened to liberté, égalité, fraternité? What happened to crepe Suzettes, D'Artagnan, and mustache wax? And what happened to the Christmas tree?
What happened to my uniform?
Mr. Spencer, all of you, please. I have to insist that you calm down. You cannot get the patients riled up like this.
Everybody relax. It's going to be okay. Dr. Fried is here, and that means we're all safe and sound.
Quack.
Quack.
Quack, 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 quack,
People, the operation was a success. I have liberated these. Christmas may now begin! Brace yourselves, people! The festivities are about to begin. The cancellation of Christmas has been canceled. Eleanor?
For me?
Yes, ma'am. Open it, please.
Oh, my. It's absolutely perfect. Thank you.
Merry Christmas.
Thank you.
Nurse Betty. For you.
Oh, this is perfect. My patients will be so grateful.
Oh, thanks. And Tannenbaum? You see, people, Christmas is real. We didn't imagine it. And it's never too late to turn things around. You go ahead and build those castles in the air. The world is what you make it. And think of the magic of snowflakes, you know? No two snowflakes are alike. And it's the same with reality. Everybody's is different. And dreams come true, damn it. If you just hold on long enough and you wish hard enough. So, Tannenbaum, oh, Tannenbaum, la 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 la.
I believe you have something that belongs to me.
You mean this? And this?
Give me those.
It's all right, mes amis. See, Doctor, you don't need your therapies and your psychoanalysis. Look at the good you've done these people with just a credit card and a cell phone. It's not always about what's real, Doctor. Sometimes it's about what you believe is real. And right now, these people believe you're Santa Claus. And you know what? You are!
But your pulse is elevated.
Oh, Santa Claus! Oh, Santa Claus! La, 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 la. Oh, Santa Claus!
You were right, you know. Wishes do come true if you wish hard enough. What are you wishing for, Luke?
I wish I knew how you got in here.
I can do anything you want. Thought by now you might have noticed that.
Because you're not real.
Because you made me up.